If you've ever received a scam call, it probably came from a call center like the one I'm going to right now. In this video, I'm going to show you what a typical scam call center looks like, the scams they're running, how profitable these call centers are, and we're going to ask the question, if YouTubers can find these scam call centers here in India, why aren't the police doing it? Hold up a sec though, the night did not go to plan. I had to escape the call center owner and his henchmen. My heart's still beating and it all got caught on CCTV. And this video just gets crazier. A few days later, the Indian police actually did something quite surprising. But first, we're parked outside the scam call center now, and before I show you around and inside it, Jim Browning, the godfather of scam baiting, is going to explain to you how their scam works.
They make outbound calls, as we'll hear in a second, and at some point they called me. The long and short of it is they wanted access to my computer. We're listening to the guy, by the way, in pink, and he is not a particularly good scammer, but he's pretending to be Microsoft. When he answers the phone, he will say, "I'm your computer support technician, and your computer has been sending errors, and if you follow a few instructions, I'll be able to help you." But unfortunately, if you did let them help them, they would basically lie to you, say that you've got lots of faults and issues, which of course they will fix for a fee. So this is about conning people into buying support that they don't need.
Hello?
Hey ma'am, this is Albert. I'm calling you from Windows Technical Support. How are you?
I'm fine. Goodbye.
And as you can hear, most of his calls will end pretty abruptly. People know this is a scam. They know he's not the computer technician, and all he'll do is try and steal money. So most of his day is basically people telling him where to go.
So these scammers have software that's dialing 40 to 100,000 Americans every single day to fix fake computer issues. And each victim is losing between 200 to 2,000 American dollars. And the victims pay through credit card or by sending a check to an address in New York. Before we get into exactly how much these scam call centers earn, it is a lot. Let me first show you inside and their operation. This call center is located in a middle-class West Delhi neighborhood. The office has a prime location right outside a metro station, and tonight we can see the call center owner and his gang having a party on the rooftop. On the side of the building, we have a staff wanted ad for their nightly international scam calls, and we usually have a guard here at the front gate too. The building spans 3 floors, each dedicated to making scam calls, and additionally, there's offices, meeting rooms, and training facilities. This is a big operation with a lot of staff. Now here's one thing you might not expect. At nighttime in Delhi, there's actually a huge visible police presence. There's more police on the streets here than I've seen anywhere else in the world. These police units are always waiting on the main roads to respond to calls from the police control room. Not only that, every metro station is guarded by armed security forces too. And this is the point in the night where I take advantage of that security because I took one risk too many. I got caught filming and I had to escape. So here I am next to the car taking shots while hiding behind the sign. At this point, I was spotted by the call center owner from the rooftop, and now he's making his way down the stairs with his 3 lackeys to outnumber me. I'm walking past to get one final shot when I hear, so I hid. Then from behind the pillar, I spied the men piling out of the call center and searching for me. Lucky for me, they thought I was still filming near the car. There was no way that I could get back to the car without being seen, so I went into the metro station. Oh my God. So a lot of people came out of the call center and yeah, they're chasing me. think I managed to get out, and I'm in a place where it's safe. I'm going to get the metro to the next stop, borrow someone's phone and call my wife and get picked up. But I got to wait 6 minutes for the next metro. Oh man, I can just see them downstairs while I was walking up the metro steps to get here. Looking down, you can see all across the road. Whew. Anyway, this area is safe because we got guards downstairs with AKs. So if I come up here, I'm going to bail down to that. Alrighty. 4 minutes, man, longest 4 minutes of my life. And the worst thing is, I left my phone in the car. I don't have my phone with me. So I have to keep borrowing phones when I get to metro stations. This 4 minute time is not going down. Man, maybe I should cross and go the other way. It's only 2 minutes away. Alright, so I've changed train signs. My train is coming right now. I'll go this way and I'll call my wife and tell her to come to that station. Alright, I'm at Multi-Nugget. I'm gonna go borrow someone's phone downstairs. Tell them I lost my phone and then call my wife so she can pick me up. I go to that and I'll tell them to meet me. To meet me outside this metro station. Okay, I'm back in the car now, safe. I saw them all piling out the door. I heard the door clanging, and you were on the other side of the. She was on this side of the building. I was on this side of the building filming, and I was waiting up at the metro platform, just going, "Oh man, what if those guys come up here?" I mean, I just go down to.
And they won't go there because there's security.
And I would just go down to security if they did come. But the minutes kept ticking so slowly, and
they're more scared than us. At the end of the day, they are the ones doing illegal stuff, not us.
The problem is I was way outnumbered. How many came out of that door?
I saw 4.
So what I did is I took out my camera's got 2 memory cards. I took out the memory card with all the data on it and put it in my pocket. And if they came up to me, I would just pull out the card that had no footage on it and give that to them and be like, "Here it is, man, sorry." And like, let it be. Then I still had the footage, but luckily I was able to escape through the metro. They must be pretty worried right now. They must be really, really worried right now. I was just chatting with Jim and he said it's like the power's gone off in the building. All their computers are down, all their servers are down, everything is off. And I wouldn't be surprised if they shut down. We'll wait and see, we'll watch them for a while and let's see if they start back up. After 15 minutes, they gave up looking. This call center has been reported to the police. So did they raid? Stick around until the end to find out. But first, back to the money. So they work 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. and each caller earns around $250 a month, plus commissions from successful scams. This is a great deal for these guys because oftentimes they don't have the skills to get a job at a legit call center. But a scam call center will take anybody and also pay them more than a legal call center. There's one more interesting thing about this call center. During the daytime, they run a legit call center for companies like Amazon, eBay, and Flipkart. This is important because it gives them an easy way to wash the money they've stolen. So how much money do you think this scam call center has earned? Over the last 2 years, they've stolen 600,000 American dollars. And the thing is, they should have earned a lot more than that. This is on the smaller side. They should be raking in millions a year with an operation that size. But they're not because they're running antiquated and outdated scams. If they were running the latest stuff, they would be hacking and emptying people's bank accounts like other scammers do these days. I started this video off with the question, why aren't the police searching for these call centers? And the truth is, they're just not that proactive. But the West Delhi Cybercrime Unit did react, and I wasn't expecting this. They went and raided the call center within 29 hours of it being reported. But it was not a slam dunk, not at all. Here's what happened. Exactly 62 minutes before the raid, there was a lot of suspicious activity. It all started with the scammers suddenly disconnecting the CCTV in the scam areas. 10 minutes later, 2 police officers turned up outside the call center. 1 minute later, the boss leaves the building. 2 minutes later, the police leave. So 1 minute later, the boss returns to the office. Then 13 minutes later, all the scam callers are sent home. That was all very interesting timing, hey nah? You know what? I don't think it was a corrupt cop tipping off the boss. I don't think that. I think they were just lucky because I had spooked them. I spooked them getting caught, but not only that, a week before, another YouTuber who I don't know, he entered that call center and confronted the workers. So they were just on edge, they were just paranoid, and I think they were just implementing security changes. That's it. Next, the police arrive and the raid starts 35 minutes after the callers have been sent home. Except this security guard won't open up the door for the police. He just stares at them. Then he walks back up the stairs without opening the gate and he calls his boss. And the security guard's gonna pay for that now. Watch the top left.
आप कैसे बोला पड़े अभी के अरे हमने बोला अभी फोन कैसे बोलते हैं अरे देख ऊपर क्यों आया है इसको बोला कि गेट कौन क्यों नहीं बोला इन्हें कौन सा लोग लगा में कौन सा लोग लगा था तुझे तब लेने आया तो पर ये अच्छा बाद में जो कह रहे कि पुलिस से गेट खोले तो बाथरूम में ले जाएगा गेट खोलना जरूरी है देख नहीं रहा है इसको बड़ी में पुलिस खड़ी है.
The police enter, secure the building, find the boss, and begin their forensic investigation. But after all that, they said they didn't find anything and no one was arrested. The evidence was there, and Jim's provided them with it all, including American victim statements and recordings of them being scammed. But the police didn't spend any time doing their homework before raiding. They just went straight in. So this call center is not scamming foreigners right now. That's a win, but in my experience, they're definitely not down and out, not by a long shot. You know what the problem is? The conviction rates for cybercrime here in India. Across India, for all the cybercrime in 2021, guess what the conviction rate was? 2.7%, around that. Absolutely nothing. Some states had a 0% conviction rate for cybercrime. It's unbelievable, and yeah, this is great news for scammers. There is a little bit of good news though. In a recent raid by the Delhi Police's Intelligence, Fusion and Strategic Operations Unit, they said in a tweet that this raid was done in conjunction with the US Embassy. So we can infer from that the US Embassy in Delhi is starting to take it seriously. Because in 2022, Americans lost $2.6 billion to imposter scams like these. This is a step in the right direction, but phone scamming is going to keep going on until the Indian authorities take it seriously with a long-term operation against these call centers, so these call center owners realize there are consequences for these crimes. Until then, India is going to remain the scam call center capital, and it's going to continue to destroy their legitimate business. Yeah, believe it or not, it destroys their legitimate business, their legitimate call center business here. That's one reason to stop it. You know, foreigners don't anymore trust an Indian accent on the phone because we have all got these scam calls. It's that bad, and that's how it's affecting India and India's reputation. And guys, this is not Indian culture. This is not what the majority of Indian people are like. These scam call centers need to be taken seriously. They need to be stopped because they're just harming India's reputation and Indians' reputation around the world. It's a couple of days later now, and Jim just got off the phone with the scam call center owner, and he's freaked out. So the owner said he's going to stop scamming, he already has, and that he's going to refund all the victims' money. I'll believe the refund story when I see it. If there's one thing that I've learned about these scammers is that they're compulsive liars, and they'll do anything to wiggle their way out of trouble or out of being exposed. So yeah, the scam call center has closed down. I don't think he'll be scamming anytime soon because he generally is freaked out. And you can hear that phone call in Jim Browning's video. You should go and watch his investigation next. Jai Hind.